Hey guys, welcome to the Unforgotten channel, and as you can see by the title of this video, we will be talking about a car crash mystery. This case will probably piss you off. I know when I first read about it, I had a lot of emotions, so let's get into this video so you can see why. At around 2 p.m. on December 23rd, 1988, 19-year-old Kenneth Dungee joined his friends Levern Allen III, Kenneth Newkirk, and Darius Bannerman on a quick trip to do some last-minute Christmas shopping. The teenagers lived in Greensboro, North Carolina, and they had been very close for a few years. They decided to go to Raleigh, North Carolina, which is about an hour and a half from Greensboro, to go shopping because they thought it would be different and fun. And I also would like to add that they were all African American. Kenneth Dungee was an engineering student planning to start college in the fall. The driver, Levern, was 17 and just received a scholarship from the Air Force Academy. His dad had loaned him his Plymouth Duster to drive to Raleigh that day. Kenneth Newkirk and Darius were cousins and also 17 as well. Kenneth Newkirk had just received a scholarship to a local college, and his cousin Darius was a high school basketball star. Sometime after getting on Interstate 40, the guys drove past a car driven by a man named Grady Alexander. When one of the guys saw Grady looking at him, he grinned and waved, and the car kept on going, doing about 60 to 65 miles per hour. Seconds later, another car drove past Grady, really fast, and seemed to be following behind the boys. He noticed it was a blue Monte Carlo with Georgia license plates, with a male driver and a female passenger. Moments later, the occupants in the Plymouth Duster noticed the blue Monte Carlo closing in on them at a high-speed rate. When Levern looked out the rearview mirror, he noticed that the car was so close to them that he was unable to see their bumper. Levern sped up, but the driver in the Monte Carlo remained really close to them as if the cars were attached. Darius was still tired from basketball practice and was taking a nap during the ride until he heard his friends talking about the car that was following them. Then, all of a sudden, the guy in the Monte Carlo ran the front of his car into the back of the Plymouth Duster that the young men were in. Levern then sped up again, this time weaving between cars, trying to avoid the Monte Carlo, but the car continued to follow behind them extremely close. The guys were obviously scared at this point. Darius turned around and saw that the driver looked mad and had a crazy look on his face, and as if someone had did something personal to him. The Monte Carlo driver went around the side and side-swiped the Plymouth Duster. He went behind the car and bumped them again. After being struck several times, Levern lost control of the car, and it went off the side of the road, flipping over and landing in a field. At around 2:30 p.m., police and paramedics arrived to the scene. Levern was trapped in the car for half an hour and was airlifted to a trauma center where his leg was amputated at the thigh. Darius had a broken wrist and facial injuries. Ken Newkirk had suffered a fractured skull and a broken leg, and sadly, Ken Dungee passed away at the scene. Eyewitnesses did state that after the Plymouth Duster ran off of the road, a man and a woman got out of the car for a brief moment to look. The woman yelled for the man to get back into the Monte Carlo. When the two got back into the car, they drove off. Eyewitnesses described the suspect as an ugly man with dirty brown hair and a mustache, and looked to be in his 20s. The female passenger had blonde or reddish hair at the time and may have also been in her 20s as well. It has been over 3 decades and they have never been identified. A female informant did come forward claiming that she knew the identity of the driver. She claimed that he was a friend of her brother's, and the suspect told the informant's brother that he was a wanted fugitive on Unsolved Mysteries, and he had ran a car of African American teenagers off the road. The informant stated that this man looked identical to the suspect's sketch. The unidentified suspect has spent time in and out of prison, but it is not known to the public if the suspect was ever arrested or even questioned in this case. The case still remains unsolved, and authorities do feel that this was racially motivated. I do have some good news, however. I did see that Darius Bannerman made a post online in 2005 stating that he, Levern, and Kenneth Newkirk had all started families and had successful careers. He also said that he forgave the evils of the person who attempted to harm the four of them. This case was featured on Unsolved Mysteries, so make sure you go check that out. That is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.